Hello, this is Dora Tarver from e-projectmanagers.com here with a video tutorial on how to prompt yourself for when a task is due and to actually copy that task from Microsoft Project into Outlook. Basically, if you're using Project 2007, which I'm in right now, you have the ability to track task using the tracking toolbar option. I have it on right now. If I turn it off, you'll see a toolbar just disappeared. And when I go back again and turn tracking on, you see this toolbar here. And how tracking works is when you add your task into your project schedule, you can actually select a task and then click on the set reminder. By clicking on it, it'll prompt you with this dialog box to be alerted for however many days in advance that you want to be alerted. Now I've already actually done this and I want to show you what happened. I set the reminder and what happened was I received, as you can see here in Word, a reminder in Outlook that my task was coming due. Okay, and then the other thing that happens is in Outlook you can actually see the task. I called mine test, but you can see it in your to-do list. And in Outlook 2007, you can actually visually see the details that you've put in there. I didn't put a lot of detail in here. I just did this as an illustration. But when you use the tracking toolbar, you can quickly set a reminder on a task, and then it will alert you however many days, hours, minutes that you tell it to that task is going to be due. So that's one way to be prompted in advance. Another way to be prompted in advance is you can actually use a technique similar to the stoplight status that I've walked you through in previous tutorials, where when you have a project schedule, you can insert a new column. And in this case, I already inserted a numeric column. I inserted number 1. And I called it alert. Oops. And then what I did after I inserted the column, I went into the custom fields, right-clicked, selected custom fields, and I created a formula. I also renamed this column. You can do that. It helps you be able to track things. I just called it alert, and I kept number 1 in there so I'd know what the data type is. And then I came in and I created a formula. And the formula that I created is pretty straightforward. What it does is it looks to see if the start date is less than today's date plus 2. So that means if the start date is less than or equal to, less than or equal to now plus 2. So that means today's date plus 2 dates, that's today's the 12th, so that would be the 14th. So if it's less than or equal to today's date plus 2 days, and the percent complete is 0, meaning it hasn't started, then I return the number 1, which is going to be, I'm going to send the value for 1 will be a yellow flag, and if it's 0, then if it's false, then if this statement here isn't true, then I'm not going to do anything. And how I handle that graphically is in the graphical indicators I set equals 1 to a yellow flag and equals 0 to do nothing. I could have selected an image from here, but I selected nothing. Okay, so when we go back into Microsoft Project, I'm just going to cancel out over here. So what you'll see is a flag for a task that is not 100% complete, or that hasn't started. So the percent complete is 0, and it's 2 days in the future. Notice that the tasks that are 100%, like that have a value in it, like these two, do not have a flag. And if this had a value in it, then the flag would go away. So I'm basically alerting myself when something should have started, that something will start in a couple of days. And this is another way to set an alert. You can actually do this technique in Project 2003 or earlier versions by simply going in and creating a custom field. So these are two quick techniques that allow you to alert yourself in advance when a task is due. The first one was we literally used in Project 2007 the tracking toolbar, and we selected a task and we put an alert on it. You simply click on the task, click on alert, and set reminder, and you set the minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, however, whatever the time interval is that you want to be reminded. And as I showed you, it sent a reminder to me. I just cut and pasted this into Word of my task as I had requested it to in Outlook. And also in Outlook, you can see in your to-do list, if you're in your tasks, if you're using Outlook 2007 or higher, you can see the tasks that you had assigned, and you can see the detail in it. So these are two techniques for tracking tasks, and if you have any other questions, feel free to contact me. Have an excellent day.